Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of Handful. I'm your host David and tonight we're doing some Handful News. My favorite segment coming back once again. Essentially the newsroom here will read off the news and try not to laugh at it. The person who laughs the most at it will get a punishment or award. I didn't really think that hard about it. We'll figure it out later. Let's roll that intro please.
Good evening, people. Welcome to Handful News. I'm your host, John McClain.
And I'm Justin Arvison.
Tonight's top story. America's democratic foundations have crumbled yet again, this time at a suburban high school prom. Chaos erupted at Swamp Ridge High last Saturday when a live frog named Mr. Pickles was crowned prom king, beating senior quarterback Lee Quinetters by a margin of 217-1. Suspicious? Yes. Hilarious? Also yes. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Pickles doesn't go to Swamp Ridge. He's a literal pond frog who lives behind the gym in a discarded coffee cup. But some made him a student ID, mind you, registered him for Algebra 2, and according to the yearbook staff, he brings a quiet confidence to the classroom. Such aura. Several eyewitnesses say the frog was carried into prom on a paper plate and spent most of the night blinking ambiguously and sitting in the punch bowl, which, to be fair, is also what I did at my prom. The real scandal began when the school's electronic voting system was hacked and reprogrammed to accept votes via ribbits. Every time a frog croaked, the ribbits, or the system, counted as a vote for Mr. Pickles. Sources say they echoed with a mysterious bloop bloop noise, and one teacher reported seeing a shadowy figure with a hoodie and a bucket of toads.
Wow.
Principal Barter Nation has launched a full investigation, and in a press statement says, "I can't believe I'm saying this, but the frog may have actually committed election fraud." Meanwhile, Mr. Pickles has refused to comment, because he's a frog, and has been named to the subject of a Netflix docuseries, The Croak of the Power.
What a wild adventure I just listened to. Who knew
That was awful. I'm sorry.
It's just
I just spit on a reporter. That was not intentional.
It's
who
just
knew a frog could do so much to damage an election, and all at a school prom, no less?
I know. Can't believe it. All right, that's a dumb bit. Definitely would have never been me.
just dude, it's
Speaking of
just
someone who lost prom to an animal, let's head to Somerset, Eureka with the weather.
Thanks, John and Justin. This week and last week was amazing when it came to temperatures. We did have some rain, but the more we get, the better this year because our soil is dying. Like, look at the sun, then look back. They are one in the same here, people. Wake up. Wyoming doesn't exist. Like, how do you point that bad boy out on a map? Just kind of like, bam, bang, pow, there it is. No blue. All right,
that's
switch
just kind
slide.
of weather terms.
Today's temperature in Eau Claire was a high of, OMG, that number is so bloody high. IDK, how to say it? What is that? 501 something something something. With a low of disgust from Max himself. Like, look at those ice cold stairs, brother. He ain't approving of none of this. It's not as nice as it was a few days ago, but we'll get back to the kind weather soon enough. At least I sure darn tootin' hope so. Next slide. Now, looking at today's forecast around the upper Midwest, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. The temperature is so low that it is below absolute freezing in Minnesota and Wisconsin today. it's not looking good for the human race. Minneapolis and Bloomington had highs. Red Wing with a high of something. I don't know where it is on this map. Lake City with highs reaching the bees in my knees. Menominee and Chippewa Falls peaking at Justin absolutely gunning it down the street. And Eau Claire with a high of something. I don't know how to read the weather. But we all need to watch out for that running photo I took. That is... Where am I? That's me right there. That's me. I'm so fast. Yep, I run in a white bodysuit to pretend I'm a polar bear. It's like the coolest stuff you've ever seen with your eyeballs. Like the fluffy bears of the north or south. David forgot what polar bears are more common at. Switch that slide. Okay, so here is our week. We're starting out over here with a low of 4 and John going, oh my God! And then we have we have Friday with a high of 96. I don't know how it goes that high. Absolute crazy. High of Haley. Then of course, a degree of 0 with Alex. Going to another high of other Haley going, ah! Crazy, 789. Back to Monday, -0. I don't know how that's possible with another Alex. Then we got Tuesday. Tuesday Lance, 69 degrees. So true. And ending it off with 100. My honest reaction to all of that. Yeah, go to that next slide. Oh boy. Well, folks, it's time for your national radar forecast. Let's dive right in, starting with, I don't know, the giant volcano that erupted out of a Walmart parking lot in Colorado this morning. Ugh. Yes, that's right. Scientists are calling it Mount David. Why? No one knows. There are no Davids involved in its formation. No, David discovered it. Frankly, no one invited David. But there it is, just spewing lava, interrupting morning yoga and demanding attention like a middle child with lava jets. That's an accurate description of him. Now, you might be thinking, well, surely that's a one-off, and to that I say, wrong. In the last 24 hours, 2 more David volcanoes have erupted. Somewhere on this map. They're over here. Yeah. One in rural Mexico, right in the middle of a taco festival. And the other is in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, forming its own island, which is now legally classified as Magma Beach, David Land. Satellite imagery shows the Atlantic David belching steam in the shape of an unsettling thumbs up. Meteorologists are confused. Geologists are crying. And local pelicans have simply left the planet. Now, some of you have written in asking, Somberset the weather bird, is this the end times? And to that I say, maybe. I tried asking, no thanks, cow, get out of here right now. I tried asking the volcano in Colorado to stop. I got close, I whispered, hey, David buddy, maybe cool it? And it replied in a deep echoing voice, no! I am David. I do as I can. Then it spit a molten Hyundai at me. Hyundai?
Football.
Yeah, probably. Scientists say these volcanoes don't follow tectonic rules. They're more like emotional reactions. Like every time someone says, David's not that spicy, a new volcano is born. Anyways, I'll be broadcasting tomorrow from inside a bunker I made out of duct tape and canned peaches. If a David shows up there, I'm switching careers and becoming a hermit in the cheese aisle. Lastly, we have tonight's local radar. Yes, this week's weather will be very different because this week, I take control. Starting tonight, barometric pressure in Eau Claire will plummet into the underworld, only to rise again like a caffeine-addled phoenix. Fog will roll in backwards, and the wind, it will blow from the east, then the west, then inward towards your secret.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Wednesday, expect a dramatic snowfall, even though it's May. This is not a mistake. This is a gesture. Thursday, skies will alternate between sunny and deeply judgmental. Local clouds have unionized. Friday, dew point becomes sentient. The
Mom,
humidity
come
will
pick
ask
me up. I'm
questions like,
scared.
why are you really here? Citizens of Eau Claire, prepare your rain boots, your emergency kits, and a deeply personal apology to the atmosphere, because the weather app won't help you now. I uninstalled it remotely. And yes, Haley approved of all of this. She also sent me a GIF of a dancing potato, which I have interpreted as a sign of divine endorsement. Now to address a few community concerns. Will it still be safe to grill brats on Saturday? No. The grill will be absorbed into the earth.
Ka-chow.
No. Is this a metaphor? Everything is a metaphor, except this. How long will this last? Until the skies are satisfied or until Haley texts NVM. To the people of Eau Claire, this is not a weather pattern. This is a weather rain. And I am its polite, wind chill adjusted overlord. What's next? The Midwest? My toes? Is she going to steal my toes, you might ask? Now that's a great question. Why would I take your toes? Why am I reading off the prompter? Why do I say everything I am made to say?
Chicken jockey.
Monkey, apple, orange. I'm regretting my life choices currently. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. She sells seashells on the seashore. Thank you so much for joining me for weather this evening. I hope we all survive this week as usual. I'm Baby Somersetty, the weatherman. Back to you, Jojo, Johnny, Bonnie, and just in the nick of time.
Isn't that just the wildest thing you've ever heard from our half-transparent pants weather person?
Well, I've been on Blue Nation for quite a while, but yeah, what's wrong with the weather this week? I personally think the weather forecast might be a little off.
Yeah, I like fajitas.
Fascinating.
Don't you?
Don't worry about it. Anywho, here's a report from someone who loves apples.
Good evening, folks. I'm Haley, the brute strength of TV10. Recently,
football.
the government accidentally legalized everything for exactly 4 minutes this afternoon, and society immediately turned into a deleted scenes from Mad Max meets the Muppets. The chaos began at precisely 2:06 p.m. Eastern Time when a junior clerk at the Department of Legislative Formatting spilled coffee on the Crimes and Laws master spreadsheet, accidentally hitting Control, Alt, Delete, and Enter, a lethal keystroke combo known in the government circles as the constitutional blender. For 4 full minutes, every law in the country was null and void. That's right, all of them. Jaywalking? Fine. Bank robbery? Sure. Public sword juggling while riding a flaming ostrich through a mall fountain? Legal. Encouraged even. In that tiny window of pure, unregulated anarchy, 3 people legally married a traffic cone. Love wins. 12 towns declared war on themselves. 1 man trademarked the phrase breathing and is now demanding royalties from everyone. And in Des Moines, Iowa, a local grandma opened an unlicensed underground casino in her bird bath, declared herself a sovereign state, and challenged the UN to a thumb war.
Dude, it's just awful.
Meanwhile, every single person with a raccoon on a leash became a bear instantly. Even the squirrels noticed something was up. One witness claims he saw them forming a parliament in a dumpster and passing a law banning hawks. For 4 minutes, the squirrels owned a downtown Atlanta. The military, was unable to respond because for those same 4 minutes, the concept of chain of command was legally a pizza topping. Now, government officials are scrambling to undo the damage. When reached for a comment, a White House spokesperson said, "We are deeply sorry for the brief collapse of society. The intern responsible has been reassigned to a safer role, teaching ethics to dolphins." Economists estimate the country lost approximately $73 billion, 6 laws of physics, and any remaining dignity. On the plus side, several new dance moves were invented. 5 people achieved godhood, and every single cat is now a licensed therapist. They won't help, but they can legally judge you. One person who legally changed their name to Free Lasagna during the window summed up the moment by saying,
Wow.
Beautiful words.
Yep.
it was beautiful. I ate a tax-free cake on a jet ski in a courthouse while legally yelling.
I thought that's legal normal.
Legal, yeah.
This just got serious.
You want to expound?
Nope. Order has since been restored,
Tight.
mostly except in Florida, where the chaos was indistinguishable from a regular Tuesday. I'm Haley, the apple lover,
You should keep getting apples.
and this has been This Just In. Please stay safe, obey the laws, unless they accidentally disappear again, in which case I'll see you on a hoverboard, dual-wielding spatulas, wearing a pigeon as a hat.
Wow.
Back to you, whoever's still in charge.
Fire, honestly. What a crazy thing to happen this afternoon.
I cannot believe it happened. What a believable thing to happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just sounds like a normal afternoon in Florida, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that one. Florida gets a little crazy here sometimes, so I think just a normal Florida day.
Oh, awful.
I don't know how you do that to yourself.
Yeah.
To the side, you want to try leftovers?
Oh. I'll be right back. But yeah.
Welcome, Haley. You can take over for the guy who.
Rock on.
Yeah. I'll take it to the road.
I got another apple lover. They're fruit lover right to my.
Ugh.
It's just awful.
How about them nanners, huh?
No, they're pretty ripe. They're pretty good this time.
Pretty good.
Normally I wouldn't bite into it the way you did, and I'm just gonna eat this normally. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Do you want a piece? Do you want a normal piece? Clear out the
Football.
flavor.
No,
Football.
I'm actually banana
Football.
toast intolerant.
Football. Football. Football.
What does that mean?
Football. Football.
I hear him saying
Football.
football over and over and over
Football.
again.
Football.
I think the apples finally got to
Football.
Haley, so I'll
Football.
reclaim my seat here at the desk.
Football.
You're eating fruit now, too?
Football.
I don't know.
I'm-
How about that baseball team, huh?
I don't think Haley's having a good time with.
There's a lot of apple on the floor, and more than the bananas.
We need a camera on Haley right now, please.
Was that bicycle kick?
Do we have bicycle? Dude, that's hype if it's bicycle.
That might be bicycle kick. That's bicycle kick.
Appreciate
I
you,
love it.
David.
I don't want these.
All the apples
I
are
don't-
just-
Why is there so much hair? I don't want these. I don't want these. The mic's on the ground.
No, wait.
No?
Sounds like we already have an update with our weatherman. The transparent past, transparent pants, something or other.
My past isn't that transparent.
Back to you, somber sets.
Yep, that was my line, but okay.
Sombery
Thanks, dude.
setters.
We're supposed to be partners.
It's gonna rain!
Thank you, autumnal set.
Can't believe the Mets lost the WNBA.
Didn't you have something planned, Elemental P?
These are on the ground.
Ah, yes, the old middle school days.
I know.
It was elementary school,
It's
but
not
well, I guess it's my turn for a monologue. Completely messed that one up. This just in. Scientists in Montana have discovered the fossilized velociraptor, what appears to be the Macarena.
I started eating the ground apple on accident.
If confirmed, this could mean the rhythm predates civilization.
You have a horrible Canadian.
Yeah, I know it's bad.
That was
Or the dinosaurs were just into dance.
We apologize for like the 3 Canadians watching.
Good thing we're right next to it.
All right.
But wait, hold on. This just in.
Oh boy.
A man in Iowa claims his toaster is haunted by the ghost of 19th century marmot named Justinian. Every time he tries to make a bagel, it prints the word repent on it in sesame seeds. Back to dinosaurs. Fossil records now suggest the Tyrannosaurus rex may not have roared. Truly heartbreaking news for all the children out there. This just in. It may have aggressively whispered the phrase "just in time" while clapping rhythmically. I say we should spawn it right now.
We shouldn't.
Just in
I don't.
time. Just in
Spring set
time.
right behind me again.
Just in time. Now let's talk Triceratops. Do they use those horns for defense or for impressing? Give me a second here. Mates.
Not even Maxwell Harding can say this.
So yeah, this just in. A new study shows Triceratops were just using them to hang Justin Bieber posters in their caves. That's right, prehistoric believers. Science is shaken, and I was right all along. Meanwhile, paleontologist named Dr. Justine Justinson has released a paper titled Stegosaurus, the sassy wizard that just invented side-eye. I thought I did, but I guess they proved it wrong. But enough of that. Thus just in, a local raccoon was spotted running for mayor of a small town in Vermont, probably during that 4-hour period of lawlessness. His platform, Universal Trash Access, and renaming the city Justinopolis.
I'm cleaning.
I fully get on board with that. Plenty of emperors have named towns after themselves. Now to clarify, the name dinosaur means terrible lizard. This just in. So just Justin, if you ask my ass.
You have an X?
I wish. Anyway, back to the Jurassic. The Brontosaurus has turned to official dinosaur status after years of scientific debate. This just in. It is now legally known as Brontosaurus, after forming a fraternity with Justin Long and 3 otters wearing sunglasses.
So we're gonna glance over the X story?
Yeah, I think we should just move on, just like I've done. This just in, a Justin-shaped asteroid nearly missed Earth today, spelling out SUP as it passed. NASA says it's probably fine, but also emotionally confusing, just like me. This just in, weather update. It's currently raining in exactly 1 square foot of Boise, Idaho. Don't know how we know that, but we do. The precipitation smells like fruit snacks and legally counts as baptism. Born-again Christians, it's right there for you. We reached out to the Justin Museum of Just Astrophic Events for comment on the dinosaur discoveries, but the spokesperson just screamed, "The Saurus have risen!" and then threw a smoke bomb. So in conclusion, dinosaurs may be extinct, or they may be living underground, possibly in Justin Timberlake's basement. What's real anymore?
Dinosaurs killed my grandma, okay?
As Somerset said, dinosaurs did kill my grandma. I'm Justin Incredible Wafflesworth, and this has been This Just In. Stay safe, stay weird, and remember, if you see a dinosaur, don't panic. This Justin, please don't eat me.
Wow! What in the world was that?
It was This Just In, a Lee's joke from years ago when they hosted Handful.
Whoa!
Back you, Haley the Rizzler, with the Wizard Report.
You threw off my groove.
Magical discrimination has struck the quiet neighborhood of the Whispering Pines, where a self-identified wizard named Bartholomew the Ever-Winkled has started a homeowners association and immediately banned all non-magical residents from owning lawn gnomes. Bartholomew, who claims to be 872 years old, has a certified gnome communicator, says that the lawn gnomes are not decorative, but deeply sentient, and must not be displayed by those who cannot hear their psychic whispers. According to HOA Rule 37B, written entirely in calligraphy and by bird bones, by the way, only those attuned to the mystic gnome frequency may display miniature guardians upon the sacred glass. Naturally, this has caused tensions. Local accountant Sheila Butterman was fined $300 and issued a cease and desist after something on me. Putting out a ground gnome dressed as Elvis
When she refused to remove it, Bartholomew reportedly cast a spell that turned her begonias into live ferrets. The city council has attempted to intervene, but Bartholomew claims that the HOA is outside moral jurisdiction
We're not throwing that.
and governed by the
Throwing
ancient
that one in
suburban
terrible.
laws of wizarddom, which may or may not be printed on Wendy's napkin. Meanwhile, the gnomes have mysteriously vanished from several yards. Residents claim they hear a tiny footsteps and a faint accordion playing at night. Bartholomew insists the gnomes are safe, just attending a council of war. I'm dropping my apple. We reached out for comments, but we are told to leave a note titled Raven or
I'm losing my
speak through mist. So in summary, HOA drama, ferret flowers, and an Albus gnome now listed as missing, possibly enchanted. Honestly, I wish I was making this up, but unfortunately, reality continues to be the weirdest writer in the room. Back to you, John and JJ.
Oh, we're going. All right.
Yeah, we got the. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Why is it still me? Why am I there?
I mean,
Do you even have any apples?
no, I don't have any apples. I don't want to hear it. No, I'm not eating that apple.
It was on the ground like 5 times.
It sounds like refusal to me. You know you want it.
Oh, God.
Well, what a magical adventure we've been on.
The tootniest for Scherzies. Shout out H-Bomb.
Wow, what a pull. Well, that seems all the news we could conjure up today.
Don't go nowhere, because after the break, we're going to see who broke the most.
And they are going to be eating some cinnamon. Yum, yum.
You're watching Handful right here on TV10. Stay tuned.
Toodles.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
That scared me a lot. Anyways, welcome back. We are back here with our 2 losers because it was a tie at 33. Unprecedented number of 33. That was a lot of laughs. Somerset kept getting got on everything, and Justin kept laughing at his own jokes, which was equally as funny.
Listen, man, I'm just filled with whimsy and joy. And
So,
happiness.
It's called being funny that you find yourself funny.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm here right now. No.
Oh, that's
I laughed
why.
more than everybody on the side. I thought that was bloody hilarious. Anyways,
Bloody.
anywho, Abe reference.
Bruh.
I think we should have had a counter for David. He probably would have been the big loser of
I
tonight.
thought about counting myself. Actually, the biggest loser would have been Haley behind the camera.
Oh, yeah,
Haley
100%,
laughed at
yeah,
literally
everything.
Everything.
Without
She's a little
fail.
giggler.
Haley was giggling.
She's part of the giggle
It was-
giggle squad.
Anyways, we have some cinnamon, and not very much because I was told I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, it has literally killed people.
It's my.
I'm doing it like
Unless
a
last
beauty
episode we're
influencer.
fine.
Yeah,
We have
die
our
on the second to
spoons.
last.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is gonna suck.
Ah,
I like
spitting.
cinnamon flavor though. So if it's not a lot, I should be good.
Okay.
That's really, really dry.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, my mouth.
It like dissolved faster than I expected.
Yeah, here's
I
the
did
issue
not.
is you coughed it out though, and that's what kills people.
Somerset didn't call it out.
I have a
Neither
glob
did
in my mouth.
It's all down for me. It's a lot. It is a lot.
It was more than I expected for that.
It's
It's
also-
like on my. It's like just sticking to my tongue now. It's kind of
Yeah.
over. I kind of lost all my cough. Somerset's the one that started to chew it.
Also,
Okay, wallow it.
also just the fact that it just tastes like
Spit
tree
it out
bark
if you want.
past the first little bit is rough. Because once you get past the cinnamon flavor, it's just all tree bark.
Yeah, it was kind of just grody. I've never had pure cinnamon before.
Great in small amounts, not
Yeah.
good in larger amounts.
I'd do that again. I suppose.
I don't know
You
if
know
I would. Cinnamon sugar is fine. This,
Oh yeah, this is just straight cinnamon. This isn't
Yeah,
even
there's no
sugar.
Yeah.
sugar in here.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why it tastes like tree bark.
Oh, I know science. Anyways,
What?
I think that's all the time
Oh,
we have
that's crazy.
for you here tonight on Handful News. I hope you have enjoyed it. Be sure to check in next time to all of the sugary but sweet things I get up to on this show. If you like this and want to check out other content, check out mytv10.uwc.edu or on the YouTube channel UWEC TV10. Hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
My tongue burns.
Yeah.
I'm in your wallet.
Oh. Yeah, it just
Wait,
tastes
I
like,
got